Save and record games. It should go though. Like, I don't see a reason why it should. Like, I'm just gonna speed it up. It was 45 seconds. Okay, it's good now. Yeah, it was just 5.2. Okay, so we have Liereyy playing as the Melians versus DauT playing as Melee. This is Escape Gaming Masters. This was, I don't even know how far it was. Like, that honestly doesn't matter. I just want to see the arena game and how they played it out. So, I'm just gonna go like, yeah, first playback. Okay, so we have typical start, 4 on wood, boar, berries, same for DauT. Civ-wise, DauT with a better Civ, honestly. I would think that this is a better Civ versus Malians because Malians not really, like, they don't really offer that much, you know, like, they do offer some sort of stuff with the whole Pierce armor, you know, champions and shit, but I honestly don't think that it's that important because Melee offer a whole lot more. Like their fast imp strat is one of the strongest. You know, like they can be compared to Byzantines with that shit. You know, so but like the thing is, Byzantine bonus only kicks in when you're in Castle Age and you're clicking up to Imperial, but the Melee bonus already kicks in Dark Age when you click up to Feudal Age and then to Castle Age and then to Imperial Age, right? So like honestly, it's like doubled of the bonus from the Byzantines, right? So like I just think Melee is such an like in such a stronger position right now. And Lierey's map is looking really good, honestly. 2 back golds. This gold is on the side as well, which is really good. Like nothing in the front, honestly. This stone is somewhat like not that good. This stone is completely horrible, but like that's not the biggest issue as long as he has back gold. DauT's map looking like the map you would want to aggro on, even though with the back gold, like this shit is just way too open. This is just way too forward for him to do. Relic wise, looking pretty similar. Relics are distributed all over the map. I'm gonna be right back, guys. 1 second. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Okay, mountains get cheaper buildings plus gold upgrade 3 plus decent monks though. Yeah, but like DauT should even not let him get to that stage where it matters that much. But like I saw the game, I saw the Titanic. I'm just like saying that I think I misplayed it a lot. So DauT going up on I think 31 pop. I think it went up, yeah, 31 pop, which is okay. The thing is, he's already doing the fast imp build, right? Like this is how you would want to do the fast imp build, right? So like he already has tons of farms and like the extra villagers help as well. 4 on gold already, so like obviously like his resources are building up for the fast imp so freaking hard, right? You know, like it's already pretty insane with the amount of farms with the gold collected. He's already like 200 over the the gold he needs. Like with the melee, the fast imp is so much stronger than with any other civilization. You know, maybe like Byzantines. Like that's why I think he really misplayed the strategy because where he kind of went like a little bit aggro as expected. You know, double mining camp already, all over the gold. Sitting on one lumber camp though, which is like probably just because of the Malian's wood bonus, alone. So that's gonna be cancel age about 15, which is yeah 15 14, which is okayish. But the thing is, like obviously it's okay to go for the defensive monasteries, but like the where he's just gonna abuse like the bonus he actually has. I wonder why DauT didn't want to pick off the villager here because he had the time to pick it off. 5 hits, he would have been able to pick it off. Now it's just like the scout's gonna be like a little bit not as useful as I would wish for it to be. So DauT's still going for somewhat the fast imp strat, getting more farms, getting like more eco out, getting the double monastery for defense, which I still find which is don't know even my history. Yeah, exactly. You know, they're misplaying this new civs a lot because they're just so used to the old civs. Like, you know, is it good? I don't know. So he's tearing into even more farms, right? If we check his, like, he has 10 farmers. Usually for fast imp you want to go for like 8, somewhat 8 farmers, you know. So he's investing even more in the fast imp. So like he should be aiming to click around 8, like 19 minutes, okay? But with melee, he can click up a little bit later, and he's still gonna be in an okay time, you know. So now looking at his fog of war, he knew that the monastery is gonna come up, right? So he knows there's gonna be some sort of forward push, as there is double monastery siege workshop. So typical smash build. Honestly, it's a little bit sad that I can't see like what researches they're getting, which is really damn annoying. So atonement done, right? So for DauT, I think he's not even like investing. Okay, so atonement done from both players, right? If DauT just takes a little bit of monk micro and just wins the game off right off the bat, he's already in such a good spot compared to Liereyy, because if he like or the second thing he freaking does, right, is just goes full on defensive, you know, abuses the shit out of the market and just clicks up, okay? Because like with so many farms with such an eco, he can easily click up without no problem, because Lierey's not even on redemption, and he's not gonna get redemption that fast, right? So like, you know, now it's all about, you know, just him like now getting up before getting the +3 upgrade, and you know, +3 upgrade, and then just winning the game right off that. So like obviously the fast imp strat is not about putting like the aggression on, but there are options where you go for the typical smash and then you transition into the fast imp later on. DauT wanted to try the fast imp immediately, thus he actually split between going for the all-in Castle Age and going for the Imperial. Because if you look at his resources, he got redemption now, and he's spamming all his gold, and he doesn't have the gold to click up, but he's like close to the food count, and he's still making villagers. Okay, so at this point, if he would just make a decision on either to go full Castle Age or not, he would be in a much better spot. Because where he did the typical smash, like typical small smash, which is not an all-in smash, and just started booming in the back. You know, and like that's how you play this tactic. Like DauT doesn't even have Sanctity yet. Like what is the hell? What in the world are you doing, dude? Trying to convert the Mangonel. He should try to convert the Mangonel because he has the monk advantage on this side anyway. Like, so I'm not really sure what is going on at the moment. Like, I would honestly just sell myself up at this point, because otherwise he's not gonna win. Because he should realize that the smash is not as strong as Liereyy could have pulled it off, so obviously Liereyy is already booming in the back, which is totally expected on an arena game on this level, right? So, like, why did DauT do this, the decision to just split this? Because obviously it's okay to make army, right? But, like, he's not putting the aggression he should be putting, you know, for this to work. Because if he goes in, if he reaches Imperial with 27 minutes, you know, it's already too late. If you haven't even put aggression, he should just shoot the monk. Okay, as he does. So this monk is complete. These two monks are complete random in this fight, which is just completely obnoxious. Because if those two monks would be here, he would just win. He could just win the fight right out the bat, because he had 2 monk advantage, which is really bad plays from without as well. So again, this archery range play is also like really interesting and arguable, because like as I said, we're just gonna boom up and outvalue him in the late game. You know, if he would have just gone for the monk wars and windows, he's in a very good spot. But now it's looking really damn bad, because he's not putting the aggression and he's not even marketing to quick up. This is such a late uptime from 1TC. It is such a late uptime, you know, considering that he's not putting any aggression. Typically, he would want to put like really heavy aggression with this, you know. But the thing is, like, abusing the melee fast up, okay? Abusing the melee fast up is really good, but he didn't do that because he went for the 31-32 pop, which is the build like for 27 vills. It's like 27 vills, right? Typically, you would want to go for the 25 just to put the aggro on. But he went for the 27, thus he sacrificed, you know, like all this, and what Liereyy just put the aggression on. And he wanted to go for the fast Imperial, but he just got scared from the Lierey's push, you know, that he did a split decision right now. And if you like check it Liereyy, right, he's just gonna boom out, you know, and like by the time this reaches here, Lierey's gonna be Imperial with 3 TCs, right? And then it doesn't matter how like the aggression DauT can put on, he's just gonna lose. Okay, at this moment already, switching into Arbalest is not the best play. He's not gonna have the eco for it, right? And he should understand, like, he's on, like, what, 50 villagers right now? Not even 50, yeah, oh, so 51 vills, okay? 51 villagers he's on, you know? I mean, 50 pop for our arbs, you know, you can sustain them for a few minutes and then you just lose anyway. So, why not go for the monks? Why not go for the Imperial monks? Place the castle, make Karambit warriors, which will clean this up. Karambit war, like 15 Karambit warriors will clean up all the monks anyway, right? Because they're just so good at cleaning up monks. You clean up the monks, you have Imperial monks on yourself, you start to push immediately and you just push out. Okay? What happened is, he went for the Arbalists, which is not like a bad play, but value-wise, he's just gonna get outvalued. He can't go for 2 hands anymore. He can't go for them anywhere anymore. That's why when you go for, you know, the fast-in monks, you typically just full-blown trebuchet monk. Because on the value game, you don't have the eco to keep it up, right? Liereyy can easily switch to whatever. He's on 3 TCs, right? Even though the boom is, you know, is gonna be slower than the usual 3 TC boom, he's gonna get there. DauT is not going to be able to push out because he's just barely sitting on like 10 crossbows here. Okay, not 10, like, I don't know, 15 crossbows, you know? So, like, those 15 crossbows are not even gonna, like, get to Lierey's base in time, you know, to stop Liereyy from the full boom. So, DauT is on, like, a ticking clock now, and he's just taking way too much time. Way too much time for himself, you know? Like this Arbalest thing, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just not like as fast as, you know, these monks. Because, like, with +3 range, you're gonna win every single monk war. Like, he's gonna convert all this shit before they even reach him, you know what I mean? Which is, you know, really good for him, obviously. So he just goes in, oops. He just goes in for the monk wars, clears this up with like 3 rams, you know, or like a trebuchet, or doesn't even need to clear it up, just wall it in with palisades. It really doesn't matter that much. Pushes in. If Liereyy goes for imp, he's, you know, delayed for those 3+ minutes while he gets the Imperial. So DauT has a free push, you know, and then it's all about if he can out micro, you know, the units, and then he just wins. What happens is he goes for the Arbalest. He goes for the trebuchets. He can't even get the Arbalest on a normal upgrade scale because he doesn't have the eco. He doesn't even have a university yet. Does he have university? No, he does not have the university, right? So we're looking at weak trebuchets, honestly, and he's still losing the monk micro to 9 range monks. Okay, and that is just like exactly, it's just, you know, it's just the pros not respecting, you know, the whole Civ pick thing, right? Because in Arena, you have to know the weaknesses and strengths of your Civ, right? Like, obviously these players are not, like, Arena players, you can already tell, you know, like, you know, if you would put, like, some high-level Arena player, like, for example, Eddie, or even, like, Winchester, you know, and all that, like, even, you know, somebody like that, they would probably just wreck each other here, right? Because, like, this is such a, like, these Arbalists, they're not gonna do much, right? Lierey's already Imperial, and DauT hasn't even pushed. So he's playing 1 TC versus 3 TC, already, you know, being behind so hard. Like, he's already so hard behind. These Arbalists idling there for 3 minutes, you know? Like, why? Hey, jeez, what's up, dude? You know, so that's just like a huge error for DauT. Like, he just kind of didn't, he split, the main decision was made when he decided to get the redemption, you know, and split the going imp and delay it, you know, as much as possible. Which is understandable, because if he goes for the Imperial, right, and Liereyy decides to 1 TC push, he loses, right? But that's why you that's why you read the other player, you know? Like you try to read the other player on what is happening. DauT is arena player where it isn't. No, like DauT has played arena. That doesn't mean he's an arena player. There's a huge difference between those two. Okay? There's a huge difference between those two. Liereyy just went for the safest play possible, which is Monk Rush into 3TC Boom, which is one of the safest plays possible, honestly, because it's like, you know, stopping a Smurf from pushing, it requires some army, and then you can just boom in the back. And now the game's already over, okay? At this point, even though DauT is on score lead, the game's already over. Because he's just gonna get outvalued, and it's just a matter of, like, how fast can Liereyy outvalue him. You know, because look at these guys. Like, look at these guys. Okay, they're almost max upgraded except chemistry, because the Malians, they don't get Bodkin arrow. I mean, they don't have the bracer, so these are like almost max upgraded, right? He doesn't even have the armor upgrade. He just got Tumbling because he does not even, you know, value to eco. Okay, and like. So, like, these scrims are gonna come out, they're just gonna tank all the damage, these monks are gonna convert, and the game's already over. Like, at this point, bam, he just lost, you know? There is not a single tech he can, you know, do, except maybe Karambit Warriors, which again, are so undervalued, you know? It's so undervalued, or, you know, because, like, he had a small window to beat Lierey's ass. Okay, it wasn't a huge window. He was honestly like misplaying from like the Castle Age, but you know, like he went for the safe play, which was, you know, defending with the smash, which is completely fine. But even when he hit Imp, like when he hit the Imp button, the game was on him. Then the game started to be on him. Everything else was kind of understandable. It's a tournament, you know. It's a tournament, you want to go for the safe play. But Karambit Warriors, which are compared to Eagles, but they're like, you know, 2 times cheaper, which is completely damn broken, right? 2 times cheaper Eagle Warriors, you know, that like, you can just kill everything. When he went in, he built a castle, he was in a lead. He could have Karambit pushed all this away, and then just like, it would be just a matter of like, can he out micro the freaking skirms and whatnot he brings. Because, like, the thing with this is, right, it's 7 range. A Mangano shits on this, okay? That's the problem with Arbalest. A Mangano shits on Melee and Arbalest because they don't have the range upgrade, you know? Like, if he would know that, he could easily push, okay? Like, now it doesn't even matter, we can just skip the game because I already know how it's gonna end, like, just by looking at this. Because look at this eco, and then look at this eco. He's trying to reboom with you know, 2 TCs, which is still fine. You know, he's just trying to hold, and where he's taking his time, honestly, but there's no way he can hold this anymore. Okay, there's just, like, no way he can outvalue this again. Going for the bomber can, it's like, you know, Melee early Imperial is really strong. Their late game Imp completely sucks balls, but early Imp's really strong, you know. Still going for the Arbalest, adding elite skirms, which is fine, understandable. Like, upgrade wise, he's still ahead of Liereyy, you know, it's just a matter of numbers. So taking this fight, the skirms obviously are just gonna eat the Arbalest up, no doubt there. Ramsey is soaking up the damage. He's just converting the bombards, and the game's already over. I'm not even gonna watch the rest of it. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so arena, I don't do my ones. Don't care. So there's like not a single arena game. Are you guys serious right now? Well, I'm just gonna download the rest of the recordings. 1 sec. They're on, like, so why not?